Hello and welcome back to Sunrise Tarot. My name is Leah, and today I'm doing a reading for the beautiful sign of Leo for the first 2 weeks in August, August 1st through the 15th. And I've already meditated on the cards. I've already shuffled the cards, and this is the spread that I have for you today. Also, please remember this is a general reading. If there are parts that do not resonate with you, please take what does resonate and leave the rest behind. In the past position, we have the World clarified by the Strength. In the challenging position, we have the Five of Swords with the clarifier as the Eight of Swords. In the present position, there's the Page of Wands, and it's clarified by Death. And of course, in the future outcome, there's the Three of Cups, clarified by Four of Swords. In the past position, you have the World, which is a very positive card. It signifies completion. It signifies end of a cycle. It means that you are seeing reality for what it is. You no longer have rose glasses on. You see the world, as it really is, because you have a lot of experience. You've had a lot of different, things in your life that have taught you strength, that have taught you perseverance, that have taught you patience. And there was a particular moment where you had to be strong because you were, the world in the past suggests to me that, for example, you accepted a new job and then you decided that that new job is not the one that you thought you wanted, and so you return to the old job. That's what the World card is about. And of course, you would need a lot of strength. It could also mean that, for example, you could have moved away only to return sometime later because you missed your family, or because the new place just didn't offer the opportunity that you thought it would offer. It's definitely you've had a lot of experience, and you are building on that experience that you've received in the past. In the negative position, the Five of Swords, usually that card means power struggle or conflict. It could mean loss of respect. It's like winning a battle, but it costs at what cost? The cost is too high. And of course, the Eight of Swords here is a card that would normally mean feeling a lot of anxiety, of course, but in the obstacle position, the Five of Swords suggests that you are not realizing that people around you are kind of seeing through you. They are seeing your actions for what they really are, and they may be talking about you, and they may be kind of calling you out on some things. So in the obstacle position, you kind of lose a little bit of ground, because it is you who is being questioned. It is you who is being talked about. And of course, that might give you a little bit of anxiety. But the Eight of Swords in the obstacle position suggests to me that you are really thinking about letting go of maybe a few people in your life because they may be a little bit critical of you, or maybe just downright unfair. But you're definitely thinking that you need to free yourself from these limits that you have put on yourself over, time. They can add up, of course. So this is definitely a very cathartic combination where you feel a little bit like you're put on the spot. You have a little bit of stress over it. But at the same time, you're realizing that maybe there's somebody, in your life who no longer serves a good purpose. So it's time to cut the cord and sort of cut ties. In the present position, we have the Page of Wands and, of course, Death. The good thing about Death is that it is in a clarifier position, so the Page of Wands kind of takes center stage, and it definitely suggests that there is an opportunity that is maybe coming your way. So make sure that you are kind of, open to different suggestions, to different advice, because there may be an opportunity just around the corner. And it may be that you may have to take a risk to pursue a new adventure, and that means that you may have a little bit of an ending in some area of your life, but it is a little bit of kind of it's not a direct ending. It's something that you might actually be happy to see go. So there's clearly something or someone in your life that no longer serves a purpose, and you are sort of trying to maybe figure out a way where you can move on without that person or away from, something, so that you are happier. And I think that you will be, because you've got the Three of Cups in the future outcome position, and the Four of Swords as well. The Three of Cups means a gathering, a union. It could mean a celebration. It could mean a party. It generally basically means having a good time. And of course, the Four of Swords suggests that you will be receiving some kind of rest. Maybe you will have a little bit of time off where you can rejuvenate and refreshen, and sort of maybe enjoy a little bit of the summer days before the weather starts turning cold. I also pulled two energy oracle cards. Let's see what their message is. And it says, the world and indecision. The world is very kind of very, to me, hello, here it is in the past. So you definitely have some kind of a completion. Something has worked out for you, but also you have all these amazing opportunities, and because you may have so many opportunities, you may not kind of be sure which road to take, what direction to go in. So definitely there is a little bit of a delay, if you will, but the world card says expansion, opening up. The man in this picture is looking out over a bay above which the beautiful sphere of the earth is rotating. This card is reminding you to expand your vision and contemplate some much more broader options. The world is wide, so there's a lot out there to consider. In the modern age of technology, this could specifically be referring to creating or expanding to a more global network through the internet or social marketing. Drawing this card also lets you know that you have unlimited resources available to you, and now is the time to think big. As they say, the world is your oyster, so get ready to gobble it up. It's a very promising card. It is a very, very positive card, but the indecision is a little bit of a concern. This card marks the presence of two possible choices in your life. It shows you anxiously looking at two roads, wondering which would be the better choice, yet you are standing still, feeling confused by the up and down emotions of your present indecision. You could spend days, months, or even years in this back and forth energy, all the while feeling your focus in your life force energy draining away. This indecision creates a paralysis of the will, one that can keep you stuck while you're waiting to be certain about the results of your choice. It's time to let go of the analysis and self-doubt that have been keeping you stuck. Meditate on your options and see where your spirit guides you. Consider which direction resonates with you most, both in the process and in the goal. Follow your heart and make the honoring choice. A successful outcome is never guaranteed, but I think that it is important to just kind of go for it. It's important to make a decision and literally just, move forward. Of course, it's scary because you don't know if you're going to be successful, but even if you're not, you've gained a tremendous amount of experience. And, to me, you will be successful either way because you gain a tremendous amount of experience. There's always a way to monetize, your value. There's always a way to make your experience, count for something. So either way, you would be successful. So, this card is a message from the divine to hurry up and make the choice. Let's see what ancestors and angels have for us. She-Wolf, unleash the wild within, and Warrior, be fearless and stand strong. So of course, I mean, once you make the choice, you have to just go for it. And the She-Wolf definitely supports that. Let me just see what is the further explanation for this card. But the wolf generally is a very, very positive sign of success. Let your wild side up and out. Unleash your talents and your desires. You are being rewilded at this time, guided to reconnect with your rebellious heart, the part of you that likes to break boundaries and go beyond them completely. If you've been holding back on your hopes or dreams, you're being encouraged to chase after them now. Let the wolf energy within help you track down what direction you want to go in, and don't let any traps or hunters get in the way of your freedom or your growth. The life you want is here. Definitely very, very, very powerful message, and it's extremely positive. Definitely very, very positive. The Warrior card says, be fearless and stand strong. And that, the further explanation for that is, don't back down. Make your opinions heard. Don't settle for second best. If you're experiencing fear at this time, know that this means whatever is going on is important to you. Whenever you feel fear, you're on the verge of something big, perhaps a massive breakthrough that is going to really help you move forward. If you have a situation on your hands where you have to face someone or something that's been unsettling you, know that you're being guided to call up your inner warrior. Don't falter and don't be frightened, because you have the energy to protect yourself now and at all times. So if you're seeing this card, the divine is telling you that you are experienced enough, you have what it takes, so you can, step into the unknown and take a risk, because you are equipped in order to deal with that risk. The divine won't, push you too far, unless you are, of course, kind of choosy to be reckless. But the divine definitely here suggests that you have a wonderful outcome. I mean, you have the Three of Cups in the future, so definitely in the first 2 weeks of August, you're going to have some kind of a celebration that you will be a part of. There's definitely going to be a little bit of time to rest and relax and catch up on, fun things that people do in the summer. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe. Also, feel free to leave any comments. I appreciate all feedback, and it also helps me connect with your energies. And please don't forget to check back next week when I do the second part of August reading. Thank you for visiting.